Hi, I'm traveling on a subway in New York City today. I thought I'd talk about the reporting layer of the architecture diagram a bit more. I want to focus on the data aspects of this layer more than on the actual report processes. Let me just summarize that briefly by saying in our reporting layer there's lots of ways that data can be displayed. One that I think we need to use much more effectively than we use today is graphical display of data. Interpretation of data in a visual way so that it's more understandable for those that are using it. That's not really the focus of the data supply chain discussion. And my purpose today is to talk more about the reporting layer and say what makes a reporting layer effective or not effective. One thing that we've talked about is how targeted a master file is for a particular report. In the worst case scenario, every report has its own master file. That would be the most extreme sort of system architecture we could go to. That has the most, we would need the highest amount or highest number of posting processes in order to support that architecture. That's not going to be something that are good to do. If we did that, we could end up with each posting process posting its own unique data structure for the specific report that's involved. Doing so means that our reporting processes, our reporting tools, are going to have to be uniquely configured for each report that we're going to produce. That is a large inventory of report programs to produce against a large inventory of master files, which are also updated by a large inventory of posting processes. So when we want to reduce down that inventory of posting processes, master files, and report programs, it means that we have to get to more of a common structure for different reports. Needing to get to a common structure for different reports means that we aren't using all of the data in the master file for each report. We're only using a portion of the data in the master file for each report. So performance starts to become an issue when we talk about that sort of an architecture. So as we start thinking about that performance aspect, what we really would like to have is the more reports we can derive off the same master file, which is updated by the same posting process, the inventory of IT components we have to maintain is lowered, can be lowered dramatically. But that requires a greater scale in the report programs. One thing that I've talked about in the posting layer is that if we have various master files, all updated, all organized by different products or by different business processes, then someplace before we get to a reporting layer where we want to integrate those things into a single report, we have to do the data integration work to get them into a common structure for that report process. A general ledger is a common structure that cuts across the entire business enterprise. It includes every financial transaction of the enterprise that has bearing upon its performance. So there's an integration that happens naturally in the general ledger. If we use the instrument ledger concept to use that chart of account or chart of balances element for that data integration work in the posting layer, then our reporting processes become more simple. Our reporting processes are working against a consistent data structure that helps to eliminate the number of report programs we have to maintain, but still gives us the various outputs we'd like to have. That's one of the major objectives of a consolidated data supply chain, is getting to a consistent data structure for our reporting layers to reduce the number of inventory of IT components maintained in the data supply chain.